Prayer is power. When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Pray. 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 Prayer is power. Prayer is power. What are you going to do? Pray. 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 When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. 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 Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Pray. Prayer is power. When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. What are you going to do? Pray. Pray. Pray.
Welcome, everyone, to Dr. Pillai's Religion of Religions YouTube channel. Today is Tuesday, May 23rd, 2023. We are about to do a live, in-depth planetary puja using the chart of now, based on my current location in the state of New Mexico in the USA. My name is Swamini Valli. I am a Pillai Center teacher and priestess and an AstroVed astrologer. And I'm very happy to be hosting this program Monday through Friday on this channel. Dr. Pillai has explained the planets and stars are more than just objects in outer space. There is a divine light being associated with all of them. In doing the puja, we are connecting inwardly with these light beings, and their positive blessings are flowing into us and also into our world. To do the puja, I'm using the South Indian style layout of the chart. I have copied the chart in chalk onto a little blackboard that's laying flat on a side table here, and that's where I'm going to do the puja. To do the puja, I have a container of water, a lit tea light, a bell, a raisin, an incense stick, and a bowl of fresh flower petals. To start the puja, I take a few drops of water and put them on all four sides of the blackboard chart to symbolically purify the space for the puja. I put a few drops of water on my own head, and I send a few drops of water out into space towards all of you, so that whether you're watching this live or later on a replay, we're all purified going into the puja. Next, to start the puja, we begin with invoking Ganesha, the archetype who removes obstacles and also is a patron of astrology. Om Shring Gang. Om Shring Gang. Om Shring Gang. We ask Ganesha to come and to remove all obstacles from this puja, and I ask him to remove all obstacles in the lives of all the participants in the physical, mental, emotional, financial, and spiritual areas of our lives. I ask him to remove obstacles for all of us, now and always. And we thank him for his help with this. Now, we do a short Tamil chant, asking all of the planets to be beneficial towards us. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atiyar Arvarku Mikave. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atiyar Arvarku Mikave. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atiyar Arvarku Mikave. We ask all of the planets to be beneficial today towards us and towards our world. We thank Saint Yanasamundar for teaching this chant, and we are grateful to Dr. Pillai for sharing it with us. Now, we start by honoring the time elements that are active in my local area. Today is Mars, which is ruled. Today is Tuesday, which is ruled by Mars. I put flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Next, we honor the star that the moon is in. Right now, the moon is in the star called Purnavasu. Evelyn asked in the chat this morning, what planet looked so close to the moon today? And that planet is Venus. Moon has crossed over Venus since we met yesterday. They're actually not even a full degree apart at the moment. Venus can appear very bright in the sky, but the moon is on the other side of it. They're both in the sign of Gemini at the moment. Right now, we're honoring the star that the moon is in, Purnavasu, a star symbolized as a quiver of arrows, a star of freedom. Om Purnavasaye Namaha. Om Purnavasaye Namaha. Om Purnavasaye Namaha. Next, we honor the Tithi, or the moon phase. The moment we are in the fourth waxing moon in my area, called Chaturthi in Sanskrit. I put the flower petals on the moon on the blackboard chart. Om Chaturthi Devye Namaha. Om Chaturthi Devye Namaha. Om Chaturthi Devye Namaha. Now, we honor the planet ruling the hour. In my local area right now, that's the sun. I put flower petals on the sun on the blackboard chart. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Now we acknowledge the time elements of the yoga and the karana. Dr. Pillai said for these time elements, we would not use flower petals. We would say their names in Sanskrit 3 times each. The yoga that's active right now is one called Ganada, which has energies that can be troublesome. Ganada, Ganada, Ganada. And the karana that's active right now is one called Vishti, which has energies that can be inefficient. Vishti, Vishti, Vishti. Now, we turn our attention to the chart of the moment. Dr. Pillai said we would start this part of the puja by looking at whatever sign is the ascendant, shown here with the letters AC in the sign of Gemini. He said we would start with honoring the planet that rules the ascendant sign as a gesture to its importance at the moment. Gemini is ruled by Mercury. So we honor Mercury, and I put the flower petals on him. Om Buddhaheha Namaha. Om Buddhaheha Namaha. Om Buddhaheha Namaha. Now, starting in the ascendant sign, we're going to go around the chart in a clockwise direction, stopping at each sign that has one or more planets in it. Today, in the ascendant sign of Gemini, we have Venus and we have the moon. They're both in the same star right now, so we will honor both of them before we honor the star. I start with Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Shukra is a word that means bright, and Venus can appear very bright in the sky. Some cultures, it has a nickname like morning star or evening star, because sometimes you'll see it kind of close to the horizon, and it looks very, very bright in the early morning or in the early evening, or the late morning, I guess, if you count morning starting at midnight. But it can look very, very bright in the sky. Next, we honor the moon for being in Gemini. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Venus and the moon are both in the star called Purnavasu, a star symbolized as a quiver of arrows, a star that can give blessings for freedom. Om Purnavasaye Namaha. Om Purnavasaye Namaha. Om Purnavasaye Namaha. Venus and the moon are both planets that have feminine energy, although they are male characters in the mythotherapy stories. Purnavasu's star is ruled by a goddess called Aditi. She's considered the mother of many of the gods, including our own sun. We invoke her maternal unconditional love and ask her protection for all of us. I put the flower petals across Venus and the moon, two feminine energy planets in a star that's ruled by a feminine archetype today. Om Purnavasa Aditye Namaha. Om Aditye Namaha. Om Aditye Namaha. Purnavasu's star is ruled by Jupiter. I put the flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Mithuna or Gemini, a zodiac sign with a great range of energies, today containing Venus, planet of love, beauty, joy, planet that helps us to enjoy material plane comforts and the arts, and the moon, which is our mind and our emotions, a planet that helps us to be receptive to light. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. Now, going in a clockwise direction from Gemini, the next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Karkata or Cancer, which today contains Mars. We honor Mars, and I put flower petals on him on the blackboard chart. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. The moon is in a star called Pushya, a star that is considered to be the most spiritually auspicious of all the stars. I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Pushyaye Namaha. Om Pushyaye Namaha. Om Pushyaye Namaha. Pushya's star is ruled by Brihaspati, a form of Jupiter as a great spiritual teacher, so great that he is even called the teacher of the gods. I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Brihaspataye Namaha. Om Brihaspataye Namaha. Om Brihaspataye Namaha. Pushya's star is ruled by Saturn. I put flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Cancer, which is the moon. I put flower petals on the moon. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Karkata or Cancer, the most emotionally sensitive of all the zodiac signs. Today containing Mars, a planet that likes to take practical action to solve problems, a planet that is both a healer and a protector. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Tula or Libra, which today contains Ketu. We honor Ketu. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Ketu is in a star called Swati, a star symbolized as young shoots of plants blowing in the wind. Om Swatye Namaha. Om Swatye Namaha. Om Swatye Namaha. Swati star is ruled by Vayu, archetype who rules the wind and the air element, and also is the father of Hanuman. Om Vayuve Namaha. Om Vayuve Namaha. Om Vayuve Namaha. Swati star is ruled by Rahu. I put flower petals on Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Now, we honor the planet that rules Libra, which is Venus. I put flower petals on Venus on the blackboard chart. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Tula or Libra, a zodiac sign that has energies for balance, fairness, harmony, today containing Ketu, who is sometimes called the saintly planet. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Makara or Capricorn, which today contains Pluto, who is retrograde. I put flower petals on Pluto. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Pluto is in a star called Uttara Ashada, a star that can give long-lasting blessings for success. I put the flower petals on Pluto. Om Uttar Shadaye Namaha. Om Uttar Shadaye Namaha. Om Uttar Shadaye Namaha. Uttarashada star is ruled by the 10 Visvadevas, 10 archetypes who each embody a unique, divine, universal principle. I put the flower petals on Pluto. Om Visvadevasyes Namaha. Om Visvadevasyes Namaha. Om Visvadevasyes Namaha. Uttarashada star is ruled by the sun. I put flower petals on the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Now, we honor the planet that rules Aquarius, which is Saturn. I put flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Makara or Capricorn, a zodiac sign that can activate ancient past life skills and abilities, today containing Pluto, a planet that helps with rationality and science. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Kumbha or Aquarius, which today contains Saturn. I put flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Saturn is in a star called Satyabhisha, a star symbolized as an empty circle, and a star that has so much healing energy that it's known as 100 physicians. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Satyabhishaye Namaha. Om Satyabhishaye Namaha. Om Satyabhishaye Namaha. Satyabhisha's star is ruled by Varuna, archetype who rules the rains and the oceans. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Varunaye Namaha. Om Varunaye Namaha. Om Varunaye Namaha. Satyabhisha's star is ruled by Rahu. I put flower petals on Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Aquarius, which is Saturn. I put flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Kumbha or Aquarius, the most humanitarian of all the zodiac signs, today containing Saturn, planet that has energy for patience, compassion, structure. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign that has a planet in it is Meena or Pisces, which today contains Neptune. We honor Neptune. I put flower petals on him. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Neptune is in a star called Purvabhadrapada, a star that Dr. Pillai says can give blessings for enlightenment, charity, purification. We put the flower petals on Neptune. Om Purvabhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Purvabhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Purvabhadrapadaye Namaha. Purvabhadrapada's star is ruled by an archetype called Aja Ekapada, an archetype that can help us to experience deeper levels of stillness and forgiveness. We ask his blessings, and I put the flower petals on Neptune. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Purvabhadrapada's star is ruled by Jupiter. I put the flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Pisces, which is Jupiter. Again, I put flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Meena or Pisces, the most transcendental, the most metaphysical of all the zodiac signs, today containing Neptune, planet that helps with our intuition and helps us to understand our own inner life. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Misha or Aries, which today contains Jupiter, Rahu, Mercury, and Uranus. Jupiter and Rahu are in the same star, so we will invoke both of them before we honor the star. I start with Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Next, we honor Rahu for being in Aries. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Jupiter and Rahu are both in a star called Ashwini, a star that can give blessings for speed and also for healing. Om Ashwini Namaha. Om Ashwini Namaha. Om Ashwini Namaha. Ashwini star is ruled by the Ashwini Kumaras, horse-headed twins who are handsome young men in their body. Their head is the head of a horse, each of them. Their father is the sun, who has great life-affirming energy. And as a result, these two twins have tremendous healing energy and are sometimes even called the physicians of the gods themselves. I put the flower petals across Jupiter and Rahu. Om Ashwini Kumarasye Namaha. Om Ashwini Kumarasye Namaha. Om Ashwini Kumarasye Namaha. Ashwini star is ruled by Ketu. I put flower petals on Ketu. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Now we're going to honor Mercury and Uranus. Just one moment, I'm checking the degree of each of them. Yeah, Mercury is at an earlier degree right now than Uranus. They're both in the same star, so we will honor both of them before we honor the star. I start with Mercury, which is at the lower degree right now. Om Buddhaheha Namaha. Om Buddhaheha Namaha. Om Buddhaheha Namaha. Next, we honor Uranus for being in Aries. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Both Mercury and Uranus are in a star called Bharani, a star symbolized as a yoni, a symbol that represents the female private parts. This is a star with a tremendous amount of divine feminine Shakti or power or energy. I put the flower petals across Mercury and Uranus. Om Bharani Namaha. Om Bharani Namaha. Om Bharani Namaha. Bharani star is ruled by Yama, an archetype of justice. We ask him to help us to be merciful and just towards others, and we ask for there to be justice in our world. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Mercury and Bharani star, is ruled by Venus. I put flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Now, we honor the planet that rules Aries, which is Mars. I put flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Misha or Aries, a fire sign with very active energies, today containing Jupiter, planet that helps with everything related to spiritual teaching, and also a planet that can help with wealth and with everything related to banking or legal matters. Rahu, planet that helps us to think outside the box, planet that helps us to be willing to learn about new technologies. Mercury, planet of communication, planet of electronics, planet of business, and planet that helps with our sense of humor. Uranus, planet that has tremendous creative abilities, can help us with higher intelligence, success in life, and also astrology. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Rishabha or Taurus, which today contains the sun. We honor the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. The sun is in a star called Kritika, a star symbolized as a razor or a cutter, a star that can give us blessings for truth, to see the truth, know the truth, speak the truth, live the truth. We ask her blessings from this star. Om Kritikaye Namaha. Om Kritikaye Namaha. Om Kritikaye Namaha. Kritika star is ruled by Agni, archetype who rules the fire element. Om Agnihe Namaha. Om Agnihe Namaha. Om Agnihe Namaha. Kritika star is ruled by the sun. I put more flower petals on the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Taurus, which is Venus. I put flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Vrishabha or Taurus, an earth sign with very grounded energies, and a sign with a great love of luxury and comforts, today containing the sun, which is our soul, and also a planet so important for our health and also our self-esteem. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. Now, I take a lit tea light and holding it in the right hand, I'm going to hold it in the air above the blackboard that has the chart drawn in chalk and the many piles of flower petals on it. And in the air, I circle the tea light around the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction, offering the element of light to all of these divine beings that we have just invoked. Next, I take a lit incense stick to offer the air element, excuse me, and also to offer a sweet fragrance. And in the air, I circle the incense stick around the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction. Next, I take a bell to offer the element of sound. Now I take a raisin, a small fruit representing the earth element, and I circle this around the chart in the air 3 times in a clockwise direction. And later in the day, I'm going to eat that raisin as a piece of prasad or blessed food. Right now, I make prayer hands, and I make sincere prayer to all of these divine beings that we have just invoked, asking them all to send their positive blessings into the lives of all of us, and also into the lives of our families, our friends, our neighbors, our colleagues, our homes, our workplaces, our schools, our communities, our countries, and indeed the entire world. May everyone on this planet have healthy food to eat, clean water to drink, a safe place to live, clean air to breathe, good clothes to wear, access to health care, good education, sustainable jobs, and may everyone on this planet have love in their life, now and always. I pray for enlightened leaders, enlightened citizens, enlightened laws, enlightened countries, and entire enlightened civilizations. I ask for blessings for all of my teachers, past, present, and to come. And I ask for blessings for all of my students, past, present, and to come. And I make a bow. You can continue to make your own prayers in silence for a minute, and then we can do a short Q&A period. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Peace to the body, peace to the mind, peace to the soul, peace to the environment. Peace, peace, peace. May we all go about our day or our evening in peace. Thank you all so much for joining us. I truly appreciate your participation and your support. This morning, before we got started, Evelyn asked what was the bright planet next to the moon this morning, and that was Venus. They were, in my area, they were less than 1 degree apart this morning. By tomorrow, the moon will have moved on. He's going to move over into Cancer in the next 24 hours and in my area. And then tomorrow he will be closer to Mars. So he may be closer to the reddish looking planet in the sky. But it was a good catch that she caught how close the moon and Venus were this morning. So well done, Evelyn. And thank you for asking the question. That was a good question this morning. Melissa is saying, since the Ashwinis are healers of the gods, can we propitiate them for healing us? Yes, you can definitely ask the Ashwini Kumaras, those horse-headed twins, to help you with healing. They're mentioned more in the early Vedas. Tomorrow, I'll try to remember to tell you a story about their healing ability. I want to just review the story to make sure I have all the details correct, but there is a rather amazing story of how much healing energy they have. So I'll tell you that story tomorrow. It's a very good question. Yes, we can be asking the Sadabisha star to help with healing energy. We can be asking the Ashwini star and also the Ashwini Kumaras to help with healing. And always the sun, it's himself, can be a great healer. As Dr. Pillai says over and over again, without the sun, we literally have no life on this planet. So when someone has a medical condition, one of the things I want to look at in their chart is the sun to see if there's some issue with the sun for them at the moment. I'm not truly a medical astrologer, but I do look at the sun when someone has a health issue, because that's a planet that you want to have strong, because our connection to the sun helps with the life-affirming energies. Also, Vishnu himself is a great healer. He helps to support and sustain the universe. If you have a favorite form of Vishnu, you can also ask him to help with healing. That's a good question. I know that horses are considered to heal very quickly. I actually did not know that. I haven't been around horses very much in my life, but that is good to know that they can heal very quickly. I've always associated the speed energy of Ashwini. It's just that horses can gallop very fast, and I thought that was part of the speed energy of them as well. All of the women that I know personally that have their moon in the star of Ashwini are very active women. They're so busy all the time. I mean, I can get pooped just, listening to them or being around them. In our community, Lakshmi, Gina, has her moon in Ashwini star, and she is always a very busy little bee working on different projects for Babaji. She's multitasking, doing lots and lots of things on her to-do list each day. So I definitely think of her as a Ashwini woman that has that speediness about her. So that's lovely that horses are considered to heal very quickly. I learned something today too. Thank you for sharing that, Melissa. Okay, not seeing any other questions in the chat this morning. Again, very appreciative of you all being here. We very much appreciate it when you hit the like button and when you subscribe to the channel, as it does help the channel to grow. Dr. Pillai does want this channel to be growing more. There will be a free fire lab for everyone on Saturday night on the Religion of Religions YouTube channel for Mary Jesus. It'll be at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. And then it looks like Dr. Pillai is doing something on Pentecost on Sunday, and I will make more announcement about that and try to put the link in the chat. That's going to be in the morning on the Sunday. This coming Sunday is Pentecost in North America. So Dr. Pillai will be doing a live presentation on the Pillai Center channel that morning. So we'll put the link in the chat for you tomorrow. Okay, so those were some great announcements. Lots of good energy coming up for us. Dr. Pillai is going to be talking about how to receive the Holy Spirit. That's his focus for the Pentecost presentation. All right. The light in me, namaste to everyone. The light in me honors the light in all of you. May light encompass all. See you tomorrow.